before the beginning of my freshman year of college, we had a summer reading list. And one of the books on that list was Robert Townsend's Up the Organization. Nonfiction, written by the CEO of Avis. Do you remember what Avis's slogan was in 1970? And this question is directed over here. Does anyone remember what it was? We try harder. Absolutely right. We try harder. Because Avis was number 2. Hertz was number 1. And Avis embraced that. And Robert Townsend said, this is who we are. This is where we're located. And we have a product for you that we think you're going to like. And we think you're going to like it even more than number 1, because in order for us to get to number 1, we have to try hard. That was Townsend's first lesson. The second lesson was, you know that idea of ready, aim, fire? So that's wrong. What it needs to be is ready, fire. Aim, fire. Aim, fire. And you keep doing that until you hit your target. To think that it's going to be a simple 1, 2, 3 process, that you prepare, you aim, and then you hit your target, it's ridiculous. According to Townsend, you're going to miss your target far more often than you hit it. But that miss is going to inform what the next execution is, and then the next one, and the next one after that. Ready, fire. Aim, fire. Aim, fire. It's every science experiment you've ever done. It's every essay you've ever written. It's every attempt at a new sport or a new skill that you've ever experienced. We try harder. Ready, fire, aim. What you've learned this year prepares you for every next step, for every opportunity to try harder, for every opportunity to re-aim and then fire. And I'm very, very proud of what you've accomplished this year. And today's celebration recognizes that. Thank you.
If you're able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Each year, the school takes pleasure in honoring certain members of the student body for their high scholarship by electing them to membership in the Cum Laude Society. The society was organized in 1906 to encourage and reward meritorious achievement in secondary school academic work. It is the counterpart of Phi Beta Kappa. The Rutgers Preparatory School chapter was chartered in 1922. Election is based on a student's complete and full record in the school. To be eligible, a student must have an honor average at the time of election. The motto of the Cum Laude Society is excellence, justice, honor. The distinguished record you have made at school has won for you membership in the Cum Laude Society. This society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. As you pursue your education, it is our hope that you will accept the honor of membership in the society as a responsibility to make some contribution to humanity's continuing search for greater understanding of people and society. The major objective of the society is to recognize academic excellence. In addition, the Greek motto of the Cum Laude Society, arete, excellence, dike, justice, and time, honor, specifies qualities which each member should have as his or her personal goal and should endeavor to encourage in society at large. The word arete includes the concept of excellence in the moral sense and is not limited to the ideal of superiority and scholarship, nor does it involve the endeavor of competing primarily for academic grades. The word dike includes the concept of what is suitable and appropriate as well as just. An interpretation of the word time includes the concept of dignity and true worth as well as honor. In testimony of your admission to the Cum Laude Society by the authority of the society duly granted, I now present to you the certificate of membership. When Dr. Cooper calls your name, please come and stand in front of the stage facing the audience. Stay in place until everyone has been recognized. Please refrain from applause until everyone has been introduced. You can collect your certificate after the song.
The following members of the senior class were elected last year: Shruti Balachandran, Siddharth Balajapalli, Adrish Bauman, Jerry Chavan, Matthew Finkelstein, Anushka Gabala, Nitya Katharavan, Mimansa Kumar, Ryan Lax, Nathaniel Lawton, and Sarah Chiang. Now we are pleased to induct the following 12 members of the senior class: Dinghui Chen, Maddox Chu, Eliana Cantos, Suhani Danta, Roger Du, Ava Frith, Sophia Georgiadis, Elliot Hollander, Bu Yu, Shariah Soni, Justin Storapan, and Layla Zatra. Now we are pleased to induct the following 10 members from the junior class: Raghavi Iyer, Jinji Gu, Victoria Gu, Benjamin Lee, Anna Jane Maffey, Mahadev Menon, Rohan Mooney, Olakayomide Odusote, Zoe Zhu, and Alina Zhu. Congratulations. Well done and congratulations.
In 1982, the Parents Association of Rutgers Preparatory School established an award to recognize students who show the greatest improvement in their academic, extracurricular, and social endeavors during the previous school year. When selecting the winners, the faculty focused on students who have made a commitment to learning rather than exclusively on the outcome in terms of grades. These awards are a wonderful and timely recognition of those qualities in a student, which are so rewarding to observe. This year's Parent Association Award winner is Bikram Bhagat.
My name is Vince Camisa, and I represent the United States Military Academy. I'm the state coordinator of an all-volunteer organization which aids the Directorate of Admissions with the admissions process. I'd like to thank the parents of Isabel and Rescue for molding their daughter into a woman of courage, character, and accomplishment. You will be entrusting her to West Point for the next 47 months. As we honor her, we honor you. There's going to be some difficult days ahead of you. A lot of people are having a lot of parties, but you are going to entrust your daughter to West Point and to the United States Army during these turbulent times. So we take our hats off to you, and we support you all the way. West Point's mission is to educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets so that each graduate is a commissioned leader of character committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and prepare for a career of professional excellence and service to the nation as an officer in the United States Army. The destinies of our sons and daughters are in your hands. What is duty, honor, country? Duty is what we do, honor is how we do it, and country is why we do it. At this point, I'd like to deviate a little bit and share a story about Isabella with you. In January this year, Isabella was very, very close to getting in. Basically, you're above the line or below the line. So I asked her if she would take the candidate fitness assessment test, which is a 6-part test, and of course some of it's done outside. Well, it was mid-January, so it was cold. No teenager wants to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. She was a little under the weather, and who knows if her parents gave her anything to eat. When she showed up, she just glared at me. It was a look. If looks could kill, I wouldn't be here today. So both her father and I are in the doghouse now, and we hope to get out of the doghouse before she graduates in 4 years. But what that showed me, and she did very, very well, what it showed me is that if she was tired, if she was hungry, if she was under the weather, and if it was cold outside, and yeah, if she was cranky, she was going to perform because she had to complete that mission. Her goal was to get an appointment at West Point, and she was going to do anything that's possible to get there. So that told me that this is the kind of person we want to represent our country, to be in the Army, and to be a leader in our nation as she goes forward. There's a few things I'd like to say about what it means to serve your country. John F. Kennedy, in his graduation speech in 1962, again, for some of those people over there, not here, he said, your responsibilities will require versatility and adaptability never before required either war or peace. The non-military problems which you'll face will be most demanding. They'll be diplomatic, political, and economic in nature. You'll serve as advisors to foreign governments. You need to understand the foreign policy of the United States and the foreign policies of other countries, some of which were distant names to us. You need to give orders in different tongues. You'll make economic judgments that no economist with a PhD was willing to make. You need to understand the importance of military power and the limits of military power. Your posture and performance will provide the local population with the only evidence of what our country is really like. You will have one satisfaction, though, how difficult days will be, that when you're asked by a president of the United States or an American what you are doing for your country, no one's answer will be clearer than yours. Upon graduation from West Point, Isabella Rescue will become a member of the noblest profession in the world, an officer in the United States Army. As an officer, she will be entrusted with the responsibility of leading our sons and daughters around the world during these trying times. It is important that we recognize this responsibility and the magnitude of that responsibility, and she has proven to us that she has what it takes to succeed at West Point. On behalf of the President of the United States, it gives me great pleasure to present to Isabella Rescue the Certificate of Appointment to the United States Military Academy Class of 2030.
Afternoon. Last year, we began a new tradition with the introduction of the Sue Goon Award. The award honors a member of the RPS upper school faculty, staff, or administration who has demonstrated the ability to see students and understand the guidance, lessons, and challenges that motivate each student to succeed. Mrs. Goon was at Prep for 27 years. I was honored to work with her for 26 of those years. During her time at Prep, she taught math. She was the math department chair and assistant principal. She was an outstanding member of the community and a dedicated teacher and extremely hard worker. Mrs. Goon was passionate about math, but even more so about helping her students to succeed. As her son commented, it was her mission to help her students become who they could be. This year's recipient has shown the same dedication, commitment, and work ethic toward her students. She has worked in a variety of positions during her 26 years at Prep. Originally being hired to teach science, then college counselor, and now a full-time member of the humanities department. A student shared, she is an influential and inspiring teacher who goes above and beyond to make sure each student is engaged and supported. A faculty member remarked, she possesses a truly nurturing spirit. Another nominator said, she is one of the kindest people I know. Please join me in honoring Dr. Joe Cooper as this year's recipient.
The Frank V. Sperduto Memorial Award is meant to represent a senior who shows the values of honor, integrity, and service to the Rutgers Prep community. This year's recipient is the perfect embodiment of this award as he displays a true commitment to this community and sets the standards for leadership and resilience that define our culture. On the lacrosse field, his teammates describe him as passionate, competitive, and a vocal presence that elevates those around him. Through initiatives like the Baby Bottle Brigade and the Franklin Food Drive, he's dedicated his time at Rutgers Prep to helping others and leaving this community better than he found it. As school council president, he led with sincerity, compassion, and consistently put others above himself. More than all else, his impact on our community lies in the examples he left behind for others to follow. On behalf of the school council and the entire Rutgers Prep community, it's an honor to present this award to none other than Ryan Bax.
Intellectually courageous. Yes, that is how Mr. Lewis described this year's recipient of the Alexander Johnson Prize for History, and I couldn't agree more. This young scholar writes beautifully, debates persuasively, and uses primary sources effectively to build strong historical arguments. He also has an unparalleled knack for asking mature, insightful research questions. He posed a question last spring that bristles with the potential to change history, or at least how it's told. His curiosity about the impact of the little-known Supreme Court decision on educational opportunities for early 20th century immigrants is well-founded. I can't wait to hear how his research on the subject unfolds in the years to come. On behalf of my colleagues in the Humanities Department, it is my great pleasure to present the 2026 Alexander Johnson Prize for History to Maddox Chu.
Good afternoon. The Cornelia Livingston Van Rensselaer Strong Memorial Prize in the Humanities covers a wide range of pursuits, including philosophy, history, literature, and world languages. This year's recipient has excelled academically, offering a wonderful combination of intelligence, warmth, and poise. Mr. Luce describes her as a consistent performer and tremendous writer. Ms. Dutta names her the ultimate Renaissance woman. As her advisor, I know she will be a successful astrophysicist, but one uniquely sensitive to the depths of human destiny, along with the contours of the cosmos. Ms. Angelos sums it up beautifully. In Carl Sagan's Contact, an astronaut overcome by outer space says, "They should have sent a poet." The humanities department is lucky that the science wing sent us a physicist named Shruti. On behalf of the department chairs, it is my honor to present the Humanities Prize to Shruti Balachandra.
The Joyce Kilmer Prize goes to the senior who has excelled in English language, literature, and composition. These two. Their names have the same exact metrical beat, bum bum bum. They compete with each other daily. One of them is improvisational, brilliant when claiming to bumble magic off the cuff. The other is meticulously planned, prepared, simply no one has worked harder to better effect. Every stellar essay I would pass back, they claimed to see who did better. Every point made in class was bested by the other, and in that pursuit, they elevated each other, offering incredibly sharp connections and beautiful observations, making me say in class discussions certainly more than I ever have. I have never thought of that before. After teaching over 1,000 students in my time at Prep, to impress me so deeply is impressive indeed. So which one excelled? We could not choose and are awarding the Kilmer to both Ava Frith and Ryan Locks. The Louisa J. Chasen Memorial Prize honors excellence in creative writing. This spring, as students took on roles in their screenplay writer's room, there were two that stood out: the script supervisor, Layla, and the showrunner, Deborah. The script supervisor, Layla's job, was to turn the chaotic chatter of the room into a clear plan, noting every detail, capturing the specific spark that will jump off the page. Layla, all year you pinpointed tiny moments of beauty and reflected on them in thoughtful prose and delicate poems. The showrunner, Deborah, imagines and protects the vision of the piece, manifesting big ideas, inspiring the room, being the fearless leader. Deborah, you shot off stunning turns of phrase like it was nothing, vivid lived-in settings, and very bold characters we will not forget. You both enriched our writer's room with your different gifts, so congratulations to both Deborah Abtola and Layla Demansky. The Excelsior Award. Our editor-in-chief, Ojurere Lua, is a model of patience, positivity, and hard work, putting in the many hours needed to bring a publication to print. More than that, he cares deeply. When I told him it was understandable if he could not help in our search for next year's editor since he was graduating, he said, "No, I want to help you. I care about Excelsior and I wanted to continue and to do well." Because of his commitment this year, I know that's exactly what will happen. I am happy to present the Excelsior Award to Ojulere Lua Kassim.
The Argo Award was established to honor our school newspaper's outgoing editor-in-chief, or in this year's case, outgoing senior editors. Serving on the Argo's editorial board can be an arduous journey, filled with responsibilities ranging from wrangling writers to late nights editing submissions. Despite these challenges, our editors shove on, and they they're on their talents to do so. Both are elegant writers and natural born leaders who I could not be prouder of. It is with great pleasure and honor that I present this year's Argo Award to Jerry Caldwell and Jay Schwab.
The New Jersey Council of Social Studies Award. This year's winner is a talented student of history who is adept at writing and critical thinking. His AP Gov teacher, Mr. Luce, calls him a good listener who always asks the right questions in class. I would add that his knowledge of current events is downright dazzling, especially for someone his age. But he also has a sense of humor about it all. Just 2 weeks ago, in fact, he created a presentation for my AP Euro class that analyzed post-war culture, existentialism, and absurdism by examining Monty Python's Ministry of Silly Walks sketch. Now, let's have him walk up here. He doesn't have to do a silly walk, but I mean, if he really wanted to. Let's have him walk up here to claim his well-earned prize. Congratulations to Justin Storman.
The Ray Peachy Class of 1965 Bridge Builder Award. Each year, this award will go out to a Rutgers Prep student who best reaches across all divides to bring people together, to mentor and teach. That individual who sets the best example for their peers in the classroom, on the fields, and in the community. Author Jennifer Wallace defines mattering as the fundamental human need to feel valued for who you are rather than for your achievements, and to have the opportunity to add value back to your community. This year's recipient lives by this definition. He encourages peers and faculty to make an impact, not for recognition or resume building, but to make us stronger. Whether he's spearheading the first ever homecoming dance, inspiring us to break food drive records, promoting the upcoming concert, drama production, or athletic event, he reminds us that supporting one another defines who we are. Every day he connects with classmates who have an idea or need advice, always modeling small acts of kindness, always highlighting that every voice matters. This bridge builder demonstrates that giving back creates a ripple effect that strengthens our community. It is my honor to present the Ray Peachy Class of 1965 Bridge Builder Award to Ryan Lax.
The Rutgers Preparatory Schools academic team competes and challenges in the Somerset County Academic League against 9 other teams. The matches test students' knowledge of a wide range of topics, including pop culture, sports, and current events, alongside traditional academic subjects such as literature, sciences, and history. We would now like to recognize the senior members of the varsity academic team. Please stand when I say your name, and please hold applause until all of the names have been read. You will receive your certificates after the ceremony. Jaden Cheris, team co-captain. Sasha Portnoy, team co-captain. Sean Bose, Journey Caldwell, and Alden Chang.
The Distinguished Achievement in Mathematics Award. This award is presented to a senior who has consistently exceeded expectations in both achievement and intellectual engagement. This student demonstrates an exceptional level of curiosity and drive, approaching learning with a desire to deeply understand concepts rather than simply complete tasks. They think abstractly, make meaningful connections, and ask insightful questions that elevate class discussions and push their peers to think more critically. In addition to their strong analytical abilities, it says this student, but there's actually 3 students today, communicate their reasoning with clarity and precision. They are able to defend their solutions using well-structured steps and appropriate academic vocabulary, reflecting both confidence and mastery of the material. Their passion for learning distinguishes them as a model scholar and a truly deserving recipient of this award. The 3 people who are receiving the Distinguished Achievement in Mathematics Award are Nitya Kaparavan, Mamansa Kumar, and Thomas Lemming.
To really dig into mathematics is to accept that you will always be asking questions of your teachers, your professors, your advisor, and then only of yourself. This year's recipient of the Math Prize is astounding at asking questions, connecting previous topics to current ones, and current topics to future concepts. His questions strike at the heart of any subject he encounters. He is truly ready to enter the world of higher mathematical study, and I'm sure he'll do it with his signature grin. It is my privilege to award this year's Class of 1876 Prize in Mathematics to Sid Balashpal.
The Joseph Bradshaw 1948 Science Prize remembers the late Honorable Joseph Bradshaw, RPS class of 1948, former trustee of the school and a loyal and active alumnus. It is awarded to a graduating senior who has exhibited the highest achievement, interest, and promise in all the sciences. Having taught this year's winner for 2 consecutive years, I have witnessed his exceptionally profound grasp of science and his remarkable ability to dissect complex phenomena from bottom to top. His insightful questions, rigorous problem-solving, and insatiable curiosity have consistently impressed his teachers and peers throughout his high school years. It is my pleasure to present this year's Joseph Bradshaw 1948 Science Prize to Sid Balashpal.
The class of 1961 prize in biological science is awarded in memory of its class president, David Martin Weiss. The award recognizes talent and promise in the biological sciences. This year's winner is knowledgeable, thinks critically, and leads by example. She jumped right into her science classes as if she had known the other students her entire life, and she made her mark on our community, as I'm sure she will in college and career. One might say her mind is as fleet as her feet. On behalf of the entire science department, I'm delighted to award this year's class of 1961 prize in biology to Kara Vandal.
The Robert J. Berninsky Memorial Award is presented to seniors who have demonstrated intelligence, curiosity, and kindness in the field of science. The award is funded by a trust established in the will of Robert's father, Edward J. Berninsky. This year we have 2 winners, who I am proud to say embody this award perfectly. Mamanza is a quietly determined individual whose dedication to her independent research project went above and beyond. Her work reflects a profound intelligence and a growing passion in science. If Mamanza embodies curiosity and dedication, our second winner brings kindness and brilliance in equal measure. Anushka has a rare gift for making complex topics feel effortless. A role model in both AP Chemistry and Advanced Rockspin, she talked peers through difficult material with remarkable depth and warmth. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Robert J. Brownski 70th Memorial Award to Mamanza Kumar and Anushka Gubla.
Good afternoon. The Shore Latin Prize, endowed by the Shore family in honor of Jennifer, who was the winner in 1985, is awarded annually to the senior who has taken all possible Latin courses, earned high grades, and has exhibited a high degree of both academic and personal integrity. This year's recipient of the Shore Latin Prize has built a record of achievement with his inquisitive nature and a dogged determination to find the better answer. He uses his deductive reasoning to eliminate options, and also to qualify a string of Latin words bestowed with meaning now into a successful translation. Matt has a steel trap mind, able to put a Latin reading in context, recalling the most arcane detail. But more importantly, Matt approaches his activities, be they academic or athletic, in the classroom or on the field of competition, with focus, prepared by practice and completed assignments, and with challenge, opting for AP and honors courses with A level results. It is my honor and privilege to be a teacher of and award the 2026 Shore Latin Prize to Matthew Finkelstein.
Like previous recipients of the Jane H. Herbert French Prize, Nitya Katharaman is a strong student with a positive can-do attitude. She makes learning French seem effortless. But the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Nitya is, as her former French teacher, Madame Cruchet, puts it, how hilariously competitive she is during classroom games, especially when candy or stickers are at stake. Scholars think humans first developed language to, among other reasons, outcompete rivals and share knowledge to facilitate resource collection. If that's what's motivating Nitya to learn French to such a high level, there are far worse ones. Félicitations et bonne continuation.
The Darlene Y. Hagen Spanish Prize is given to a senior who has demonstrated a sustained enthusiasm for the Spanish language and culture. This year's winner started at RPS as a sophomore and immediately jumped into the deep end by picking an honors level class. The pace picked up quickly, and as she confided in me later, it was pretty overwhelming. But she neither gave up nor lost her confidence in herself. Fast forward to senior year, and in her AP Spanish language and culture class, she was probably the student that I had to frequently stop from answering, since she would have answered every question had I let her. Hardworking, thorough, persistent, and consistent, it is my honor to present this year's Darlene Y. Hagen Memorial Spanish Prize to Eliana Contos. The Northeast Conference for the Teaching of Foreign Languages Award for Excellence is given in recognition of outstanding achievement in a language. In this case, 2 languages. This year's recipient has studied not 1, but 2 of the world languages offered at the upper school, both at the AP level. And this while scoring A-level grades in both Latin and Spanish. He strove to arrive at a better understanding of Latin literature and the history of Rome while honing not just his speaking skills in Spanish class, but also demonstrating incredible cultural competency. He is a truly gifted student of Latin and Spanish, with a natural talent for drawing connections between the two languages. His passion for bridging the ancient world with the modern is both inspiring and infectious. Matthew Finkelstein, it's been an honor to teach you. Congratulations.
Computer Prize honors our top computer science student. He is a quiet force, but his work speaks volumes. As our Dr. Edwin Arthur Scholar, he concluded his RPS career with an independent study in computational astrophysics. Let me say that again. Computational astrophysics. For his grit and excellence, it's an honor to present this award to Harry Heath.
The Rhode Island School of Design Book Award. The RISD Prize is awarded to a senior who has shown superior talent within the visual arts. I was given 3 sentences to relay from this student's teacher. The third sentence was a Rutgers preparatory school lifer. He truly embodies the Rutgers Prep School motto. The second sentence was he put forth 4 quality years in the studio and created memorable works. And before I read this, I'll state I've gotten to know this student because of his unflinching, great spirit in the studio and his accent. The first sentence Mr. Lurie gave me was this: Zach is a dynamic designer who pushes ideas. Zachary Evans. The D. Harrison Burns Memorial Prize. Honoring former Chair Harrison Burns, we recognize the senior who most clearly demonstrates a passion and commitment to the visual arts. You know this award winner will be in college soon. What you might not know is that over the past few months, the word collegiate has been spoken often to describe her. She's also been called an intellectual powerhouse. It is evident in her work in the studio and in the commitment she brings to the studio after hours of dedicated production. Today, before she goes off to Georgia Tech, I ask her to join me here on the stage, and I ask you to help me congratulate 2026 Harrison Burns Award winner, Nancy Zhao.
This year's drama prize goes to 2 seniors who have gone above and beyond in their theatrical pursuits. A leader in this year's advanced acting class who came to class after the seniors' last day, and a technician who came to the theater during free periods for set painting and light board programming. In our productions, the actor welcomed playing a range of roles from cranky elders to royals to puppets to masked and dialogue-less animals, continuing to question and develop acting choices in rehearsal at the point when most actors repeat rather than refine. Behind the scenes, our other winner designed set elements, problem-solved, researched, contributed handiwork created at home, and kept up morale with rubber ducky deployment. For their extra time, extra effort, and extra creativity, this year's drama prize goes to Jaden Alexander Charis and Zachary Evans.
The Dance Award for Excellence in Dance Artistry, Movement, Performance. This year's recipient is just that and more. From her first year in intermediate dance to her final performance last week at the dance concert, Evia has shown an outstanding dedication and talent for dance. She's been in dance all 4 years and has served as co-captain on squad for 2 years. She has worked tremendously in and out of school to refine her technical skills. Every day, she comes to class with an open mind, an incredibly fast ability to pick up choreography, and a passion to always improve and show her best, even when it's not asked of her. I couldn't be more prouder to give this award to one of the kindest students and one of the most talented dancers. Congratulations, Evia Demansky.
Music Prize was endowed by the college family to honor a senior who has made contributions, not unlike the prize's namesake, Krish Coley, class of 2020, whose love of music permeated his extracurricular endeavors and academic pursuits while a student. In the music department, we truly aren't sure what we're going to do without this year's winner. Like her, Zachary Evans and his incredible work ethic, talents, and altruism are the reason for the success behind so many RPS performing arts events. He is one of our school's most enthusiastic and long-standing leaders. His quiet authority naturally rallies his peers to work in harmony, while also inspiring them to enhance their own capabilities and task management. His warm personality and inherent kindness go hand in hand with his extensive skill set and intelligence. He has been an instrumental player on and off the stage in orchestra, choir, in the musical, the play, dance concerts, GSK, and much, much more. For his outstanding leadership and service, we congratulate Zach on receiving this year's music prize.
It is a pleasure to recognize those seniors who have excelled in the area of community service this year. Together, these 36 students completed over 3,100 hours of volunteer service. Organizations that have benefited from the volunteer efforts of these seniors include Rise Against Hunger, youth leadership programs, numerous temples, churches, and cultural societies, as well as community-run summer programs and camps for youth. We're pleased to present honors level certificates to the following members of the class of 2026 for volunteering more than 50 hours of service to the school. Seniors, please look in the program. If your name is among those listed for honors level service, please stand to be recognized for your achievement. Congratulations, and thank you for your commitment. Community Service Award was created decades ago by the Keller family to honor the Calfelts' many, many years of service to Rutgers Prep and to recognize outstanding commitment to service amongst our seniors. In 2016, in honor of our 250th anniversary, Rutgers Prep created the Honors 250 Award to acknowledge those students who exhibited exceptional leadership and dedication to volunteerism by completing at least 250 hours of service in one school year. 4 years ago, we felt it fitting to create a new award that would reflect all of those qualities we find so important at RPS and our students. At this ceremony, I am honored to present 9 deserving seniors with the Calfelt Award for Outstanding Community Service. These students together accumulated just shy of 2,700 hours of service for the 25-26 school year, from local churches, camps, hospitals, and retirement centers to animal welfare, from Shelter Journey and Rise Against Hunger to Knit Crochet for Love and the Center for Great Expectations. These students shared their passions, their giving spirit, and their empathy across cultural and social divides near and far. We're very pleased to present this amazing recognition of service to these students, and they will receive certificates after the ceremony. If your name is denoted with an asterisk, please stand up and accept your recognition.
Tend to a Friend is dedicated to ensuring the inclusion of children with special needs in our communities. Today we recognize Nyla Lopez, Julia Uriosti, and Maddie Stevenson for their outstanding leadership and dedication. Our participants look forward to Tend to a Friend all year because of the fun event our volunteers create. Nyla, Julia, and Maddie continued that tradition by warmly welcoming both new and returning participants, taking the time to get to know each individual, support their needs, and celebrate what makes them unique. Through their leadership and enthusiasm, they exemplify the mission of inclusion that is at the heart of Tend to a Friend. Thank you, Nyla, Julia, and Maddie. We truly appreciate all you have done for Tend to a Friend and our participants. Congratulations. Come on up. Janet Halpern endowed a graduation award to recognize the qualities of scholarship, leadership, and service that were instilled in her by her parents. The Gertrude and Irving Goldstein Scholarship Prize is awarded to the outstanding senior who has taken challenging courses, has demonstrated leadership at Rutgers Prep, and has demonstrated a commitment to community service. This year, we have 2 winners of the Goldstein Award, Elliot Hollander and Sophia Georgiadis. They are often found together, and their partnership as founders and leaders of our book club stands out as an essential and visible component of their community service. But I would like to take a moment to recognize Sophia and Elliot separately for this award. Sophia Georgiadis is intelligent, confident, fiercely competitive, and a gifted athlete. These qualities should make her intimidating, but Sophia is quite the opposite. She is generous with her time, eager to help others, and committed to making every community she is a part of stronger and more welcoming. We feel lucky to have had her as a part of Rutgers Prep community these past 2 years. Elliot Hollander is widely respected because of his scholarship, leadership, and service to the school. What makes him stand out, however, is his empathy and wisdom. Elliot really sees others, and he works hard to help them feel seen. Whether he is mentoring younger students as a peer leader or finding creative ways to support and honor a beloved faculty member, Elliot spends a lot of his time building up the people around him. He is dependable, mature beyond his years, and a deeply empathetic person. We are all better off because of Elliot's graceful leadership. On behalf of the upper school faculty, I am honored to present this year's Goldstein Prize to Sophia Georgiadis and Elliot Hollander.
The Richard S. O'Connell Awards recognize a girl and a boy chosen each year as Rutgers Prep selections as Somerset County Scholar Athletes. The family of Dr. Bruce Metzger created the award to honor Dick O'Connell's outstanding service to the school as athletic director and coach in his work with their children. This year's O'Connell Award winners are outstanding athletes and excellent students. More importantly, they are both phenomenal people that embody the values of Rutgers Prep: perseverance, respect, empathy, and personal integrity. They improved themselves to be leaders on campus and role models for younger students. Both have been extremely successful in their respective sports. It is my great pleasure to present the Richard S. O'Connell Awards to Alexa Lee and Ryan Lax.
The Varsity R Award recognizes participation on competitive teams, outstanding sportsmanship, leadership, and teamwork. This year's recipient embodied those qualities in nearly every corner of Rutgers Prep athletics. A captain of the wrestling team, starting goalie for the lacrosse team, a leader of sports marketing, and devotee of countless hours of supporting programs far beyond his own teams. Whether competing, leading from the sidelines, photographing events, or helping tell the story of Rutgers Prep athletics, his commitment never wavered. What makes him especially rare is the combination of an analytical mind and an empathetic heart. Thoughtful, intelligent, compassionate, and always willing to stand up for others, this year's Varsity R Award goes to Justin Sorkel.
Before we present the next award, two of our teams have to go off to competition. So the JV baseball team and the softball team, please exit. Let's give them a hand, keep them started. Athletic Association Award. This award for excellence in athletics has been permanently endowed through the generous gift of Dr. and Mrs. Francis McGuire in memory of Mrs. McGuire's father, grandfather of Michelle, class of 1987. This award recognized participation in competitive teams, sportsmanship, leadership, teamwork, and competitive spirit. Like many extraordinarily talented athletes that have capable, self-sacrificing, and deeply committed relationships to their team, this student embodies all of those qualities and more. I've been so fortunate to spend some time around our tennis program and get to know the recipient of this prestigious award. Lyra is a fierce competitor, an outstanding teammate, and a true ambassador for Rutgers Prep tennis. Her coach shared the following about her. Over the last 4 years, Lyra has been more than just our first singles player and team MVP. She's been the heart of this program, embodying the character, leadership, competitiveness, and excellence that defines both Rutgers Prep and Rutgers Prep tennis. It is truly an honor to recognize Lyra Patel as this year's Girls Athletic Association Award winner.
The Raymond Hayes McGovern Prize is awarded annually to an outstanding scholar athlete. Sophia Georgiadis exemplifies what it means to be a dedicated and well-rounded student athlete. In the classroom, she approaches her studies with focus and determination, consistently challenging herself and striving for excellence. Her curiosity, strong work ethic, and ability to balance a demanding schedule speaks volumes about her character. On the basketball court, she is just as impressive. Her passion for the game is evident in the way she competes, with intensity and confidence. She leads by example, pushing herself and her teammates to be better every day. Whether she's making a key play, encouraging a teammate, or staying composed under pressure, she brings a level of leadership and resilience that elevates the entire team. Congratulations, Sophia.
Good afternoon. Please open your program and find the section on the right side titled Graduating with a Fine Arts Concentration. Seniors receiving this acknowledgement have completed 4 consecutive years of study within one of the fine arts. This shows a commitment above and beyond their 2-year arts requirement, and the upper school faculty felt that this recognition was appropriate and deserved. Below the fine arts concentration is a section titled Graduating with an Academic Emphasis. Seniors earning certificates of academic emphasis fulfilled specific requirements set by the upper school department chairs and administration within one of the 5 areas of concentration. These requirements are a combination of courses taken over 4 years in the upper school. These areas of emphasis represent the individual ways that our students partake in our academic program. Each student at Rutgers Prep has a unique and specific academic program, and these concentrations help us acknowledge personalized programs of study, very much like a college major or minor. Concentration, emphasis, inclusion is also represented on your transcript. Therefore, seniors, if you are receiving a fine arts concentration or an academic emphasis, please stand to be recognized now.
Today, we proudly recognize our senior peer leaders, 10 outstanding individuals who served as mentors to this year's freshman class. Through the peer leadership program, they offered steady guidance, encouragement, support, and fun, helping younger students transition into life at RPS with confidence. This group went above and beyond, whether through check-ins or advisory meetings that addressed meaningful topics with honesty, creativity, and care. Their work sparked important conversations and created a stronger, more connected community. When I call your name, please stand by your seat. Safa Asrar. Maddox Chu. Layla Demansky. Kayla Hill. Elliot Hollander. Ninad Hosanagar. Ryan Lax. Isabella Maresca. Sophia Malilla. And Siona Srijay. Your leadership, kindness, and commitment have left a lasting impact. You've helped shape the culture of RPS, and your legacy will live on in the students you've mentored. Thank you and congratulations.
The Senior Prefect Program is a long-standing RPS tradition of service and leadership. Every year at Honors Convocation, we recognize this special group of seniors that have served as mentors, leaders, and helpers. This recognition is named in honor of Mrs. Helen Bradford, who served as assistant principal of the upper school from 1981 to 1987 and helped to expand the program. I am pleased to have the opportunity to recognize this large special group in the senior class, the senior prefects. Your valuable assistance, hard work, and sense of integrity made our school a better place each day. You will welcome new students to our community and guided visitors on our campus. Your leadership and sense of responsibility proved invaluable. You were the students we counted on again and again. We are proud of the commitment that you have consistently demonstrated to our school. Please rise so that we can acknowledge your service and dedication to RPS.
Congratulations to all the students that received recognition today. Let's give everyone a round of applause. Traditions are very important to us at Rutgers Prep. This tradition of Honors Convocation is important because it emphasizes our values and recognizes the achievement of students within those values. Yesterday, we shared another one of a long-standing tradition here at Rutgers Prep, and that was Burger Blast. Burger Blast is a different tradition than Honors Convocation, but a tradition all the same. I was looking around, watching students work and feed each other, watched as people were cooking in the middle of 3 grills. And when I looked inside the smoke, I saw 3 very familiar faces that have been in that smoke for a while. They are our moderators of school council, Ms. Zanfordino, Ms. Dutta, and Mr. Avella. From what I understand, Ms. Zanfordino is approaching her 30th time in the midst of that smoke, as she's approaching her 30th Burger Blast. And as I understand it, Ms. Dutta is reaching her 40th. And then, Mr. Avella, from what I understand, has surpassed 100. All right? Now that's a lot of burgers cooked. All right? And that is some dedication. But that's our faculty. All right? When I speak at open houses, and maybe some of you parents have heard me speak
at an open house. And when I do so, I talk about the legacy at Rutgers Prep. I talk about how when you graduate from Rutgers Prep, it comes with the legacy of all those that came before you. But I also say that if you're coming, you have to give to that legacy. You have to invest in the school. We heard a lot about investment today with the awards given, and it's a very true thing. Now, our students do invest, and I think it's much, much easier for students to invest in the school because of the role models they have in the classroom. Our teachers invest heavily in this community. Go to any event and you're going to see faculty. I'm so proud when I go to concerts and drama productions and games and I see our faculty there. It makes me so proud. So students, I'd like you to stand up and give a rousing round of applause to the faculty. I'd like to say a few thank yous before we end the ceremony. I'd like to thank Mr. Demansky and Ms. Burke for all they do in leading the upper school. Please give them a hand. I'd like to thank Mrs. Ryan and Mrs. Santawasso for everything they do for you. I'd like to thank Dr. Loy for his leadership. And parents, I would like to thank you, your presence in your child's lives, and how much you've allowed us to share in those lives. To the parents, so everyone have a great day. Seniors, don't go too far because we're doing graduation practice. As the end of the ceremony, you are dismissed.